Welcome to Wrestle Vanguard. Get ready for a deep dive into the best WWE SummerSlam main events ever. Bret Hart vs. the British Bulldog. This legendary Intercontinental Championship match took place in front of over 80,000 fans at Wembley Stadium. It featured technical excellence, emotional storytelling, and real-life family tension, as Bret defended against his brother-in-law. The British Bulldog secured a career-defining win in his home country. It remains one of the most beloved matches in WWE history. John Cena vs. Daniel Bryan. In a clash of styles and philosophies, Daniel Bryan earned a clean victory over John Cena to win the WWE Championship. The match was a showcase of intense physicality and pure wrestling skill, with Triple H as the special guest referee. Moments later, Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank contract with help from Triple H, shocking the crowd. This moment sparked the Yes movement and Bryan's journey to WrestleMania glory. Edge vs. John Cena. This intense WWE Championship match was the height of the fierce rivalry between Edge and John Cena. Taking place in Cena's hometown of Boston, the crowd was electric and divided. Edge used brass knuckles behind the referee's back to retain his title, adding more heat to his heel persona. The controversial finish set the stage for future brutal encounters between the two. The Undertaker vs. Edge. This Hell in a Cell match was the brutal conclusion to a year-long feud between The Undertaker and Edge. They used chairs, tables, and steel steps in a violent, emotionally charged battle. The Undertaker ultimately won with a thunderous tombstone piledriver, then chokeslammed Edge through the ring in a fiery post-match moment. It was a dramatic and unforgettable end to one of WWE's best rivalries. Brock Lesnar vs. John Cena. This match shocked the WWE Universe as Brock Lesnar completely dominated John Cena in a one-sided beatdown. Lesnar delivered a staggering 16 German suplexes and an F5 to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The bout redefined what a main event could look like, with Cena barely getting any offense. It marked the rise of the Suplex City era and showcased Lesnar as an unstoppable force. Bret Hart vs. The Undertaker. This WWE Championship match featured Bret Hart battling The Undertaker with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee. The story was layered with tension, as Michaels disliked Bret but was forced to call the match fairly. In a dramatic finish, Shawn accidentally hit Undertaker with a steel chair while aiming for Bret, costing him the title. The controversial ending sparked the beginning of the famous Michaels-Undertaker feud. Triple H vs. The Rock. This Intercontinental Championship ladder match was a breakout performance for both rising superstars. Triple H and The Rock delivered a dramatic, hard-fought battle filled with intense spots and crowd energy. Despite interference from China and the Nation of Domination, Triple H climbed the ladder to claim victory. The match helped launch both men into main event stardom. Randy Orton vs. Christian. This no-holds-barred WWE Championship match was the culmination of a heated feud between Randy Orton and Christian. Both men delivered an intense and brutal match, with Christian using every trick in the book to try and retain his title. Orton eventually emerged victorious, hitting the RKO to secure the win. The match showcased great chemistry between the two and was praised for its storytelling and physicality. Roman Reigns vs. Juso. This match was a highly personal and emotional tribal combat match, where Roman Reigns defended his position as the head of the table against his cousin, Juso. The storyline had built for years, focusing on family loyalty and Roman's dominance. The match featured brutal spots, including weapons and emotional moments, with Roman retaining his title after an intense struggle. It marked a key chapter in the ongoing Bloodline saga and further solidified Reigns' heel persona. The Rock vs. Brock Lesnar. This match was a monumental moment in WWE history, as Brock Lesnar defeated The Rock to capture the WWE Undisputed Championship. The match marked the rise of Lesnar as the next big star, with his raw power and athleticism dominating the veteran Rock. The crowd was electric, with Lesnar's victory symbolizing the changing of the guard in WWE. The Rock, despite losing, helped solidify Lesnar's place at the top. Seth Rollins vs. John Cena. This high-stakes match saw Seth Rollins defend both the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and the United States Championship against John Cena. The bout featured incredible in-ring action, with Cena attempting to capture both titles in an intense battle. Rollins was able to retain his titles with a bit of outside interference from Jon Stewart, who attacked Cena with a chair. It was a thrilling and dramatic encounter that further elevated both stars. Steve Austin vs. The Undertaker. This WWE Championship match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker was a hard-hitting, physical contest that highlighted both men's toughness. Despite Austin suffering a concussion during the match, he fought through the pain, delivering a thrilling performance. The match ended with Austin retaining the title after a Stone Cold Stunner to Undertaker. This match solidified Austin's status as the face of the Attitude Era. Shawn Michaels vs. Vader. This WWE Championship match showcased the contrast between the high-flying, athletic Shawn Michaels and the monstrous power of Vader. Michaels, in his first title defense, had to outmaneuver Vader's sheer strength and aggression. Despite Vader's dominating offense, Michaels retained the title after delivering a superkick, solidifying his reign as champion. The match received praise for the contrast in styles and the storytelling between the two competitors. Hulk Hogan vs. Shawn Michaels. This match was a clash of two generations, with Hulk Hogan taking on Shawn Michaels in a highly anticipated showdown. The bout became infamous for Michaels' over-the-top selling, as he exaggerated every move Hogan made, turning the match into a spectacle. Despite the comedic moments, Hogan picked up the win after a leg drop, but the match was more memorable for its drama and the unique dynamic between the two. The Mega Powers vs. the Mega Bucks. This historic main event saw Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, as the Mega Powers, team up to face Ted DiBiase and Andre the Giant, known as the Mega Bucks. The match was a spectacle, with Hogan and Savage's chemistry as a team on full display. The dramatic moment came when Miss Elizabeth helped Hogan, giving him the upper hand against the cheating duo. Goldberg vs. The Fiend. Although this match never actually took place at SummerSlam, it was a controversial and memorable encounter at WWE Super Showdown in 2020. Goldberg defeated The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, for the Universal Championship in a shocking and quick match that upset many fans due to its abrupt finish. The match was criticized for its booking, as The Fiend, known for his invincible persona, was defeated by a few spears and a jackhammer. Brock Lesnar vs. Roman Reigns vs. Samoa Joe vs. Braun Strowman. This fatal four-way match was a chaotic and action-packed war between four heavy hitters. Braun Strowman stole the show by destroying Lesnar with running power slams and tossing opponents like ragdolls. Despite being stretchered out mid-match, Lesnar returned to pin Roman Reigns and retained the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar vs. CM Punk. This match was billed as the best versus the Beast, and it delivered a hard-hitting, emotionally intense clash. Lesnar's brute strength collided with Punk's resilience and cunning in a brutal no disqualification match. Paul Heyman's interference added dramatic layers to an already personal storyline. It's widely considered one of the greatest matches in SummerSlam history. Roman Reigns vs. Brock Lesnar. This brutal last man standing match saw Roman Reigns defend his undisputed Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar in a chaotic, hard-hitting contest. The match featured unbelievable spots, including Lesnar using a tractor to lift the ring, and both men taking massive punishment. In the end, Reigns retained his title after the Usos and Paul Heyman interfered, trapping Lesnar under the ring's debris. Randy Orton vs. Brock Lesnar. This highly anticipated match between Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar turned into a brutal, hard-hitting contest. Lesnar dominated much of the match, but Orton fought back with his signature RKO and near falls. The shocking finish came when Lesnar opened Orton's head with a vicious elbow, causing the referee to stop the match. The controversial TKO finish left fans divided, but it was one of the most talked about matches of that year. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey through the best WWE SummerSlam main events. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing wrestling content. Which SummerSlam match was your favorite? Let us know below. Stay tuned for more action-packed videos.